Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Hummel. It's the Tier 6 German SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Pilsen, and it's under the command of Wazwulf. Now he's got the stock gun, the short-barreled 15cm howitzer, capable of 480 output, penetrating 38mm of armour. Now, why do you have the stock gun? Well, the stock gun's actually got a better trajectory, it's got a faster reload, but it does have a shorter range. It's actually a better artillery piece because it's the same artillery piece as on the Gorilla, the Tier 5 German SPG, and so it's very capable and very, very accurate indeed if you allow it to dial in. Okay, the hull of the Hummel is made from a Panzer III with a Panzer IV, bits of both, the running gear of a Panzer III and the actual hull, so to speak, or chassis of a Panzer IV. Okay, he spotted a couple of enemies there, but he was dialing in, decided not to fire, which is actually the right thing to do under the circumstances. He fires on that KV-13. Oh, and he nearly gets him. Only 8 hit points, but he did stun him, and he got the stun assist because the guy got killed immediately by the super chappy. So, good start. Now you can see straight away that the range of the Hummel with the stock gun isn't that great, but it's very accurate, so that's the good thing. That's the trade-off. Yes, you have to get close to the enemy, but you're much more likely to hit him, because the problem with the Top Gun is that it does have a very flat trajectory and a very high velocity as well. It might be able to shoot over the entire range of the map, but there's no guarantee you'll hit the target. That one did! And he just wiped out a Scorpion for 446, and that happens to be a penetrating shot. Because, yes, if you get 446 and the output is 480, you definitely scored that one. His shell went straight through the armor of the Tier 7 American Scorpion. No chance of that guy surviving. The moment the shell hit him, he was out. Oh, and he nearly got the Panther as well, the Tier 7 German medium. Guy was pulling back, couldn't get the shell in any closer at the time because the guy was inside the building. He was actually shooting through the gaps to try and get it. We've now got a Tiger 131. In fact, he's got loads of targets. He can't hit the heavy tank number 6 over on the coal pits, not at the moment, and he's just outside the range of that M4, and he's having to move forward whilst he's still in the aim to try and get a shot on that one. He's actually climbed out of the trench to do it, and you saw that the M44's gone unspotted, but you just saw the tracer emitting from that spot, and it looks like his teammates just fired in that same direction as well, and he got the kill! The enemy M44 was wiped out with the second blind shot. The AMX-13F3 must have claimed most of the hit points, but it was Wazwulf who got the kill. So I think he splashed him to death, because the shell did hit the ground. Rounds out the Tiger 131, direct hit for 191. No, I don't think Wazwulf knows at the moment. And there's the kill shot from the AMX-13F3, so he gets the stun assist as well. What Wazwulf doesn't know at the moment is he's actually climbed out of the trench. He's fully visible. If anybody does come north, they're going to spot him straight away. But I don't think he's worried too much about that. What he's more concerned about is getting hits on the enemy. And he's now aiming to that south forest, and now he's aiming south of the factory. Another direct hit, this time on the AMX M445. He's landed in a Tier 7 game where he's bottom tier. So he's going to earn extra XP for every enemy tank that he hits. Okay, KV-3. Ironically, this is the closest tank to him at the moment. So it really would be to his benefit if he was able to get rid of this this enemy. Mainly because obviously he's the most likely to spot Wazwulf. And he's gone. Okay, well he didn't have to worry about that now because the T-29 filled in, finished him off. And there's a T-37 going in and out the factory. You can see now he heads out the trench. Luckily there is some cover nearby, but I'm not sure that cover was there in the past. It's mostly barren, that area. Okay, he's loaded, but he's waiting for somebody to pop into view. At the moment, the IS and the T-37 are trying to attack our P-43 Tour, who's actually coming in from a different angle. And now we've got guys approaching the enemy cap area. Now, he does have the range to hit the AMX-13F3. He fires prematurely because he has to, because the Wizzy 131's going in for the kill. And so he does pick up the stun assist as well as some damage. And he's on the move. Now, top speed for this Arty is 42 kilometers an hour. It's not particularly fast, but then remember, it is a Panzer IV in disguise. Same hull used for the Nashorn, except of course that's a single gun, which is an 88 normally, or 75mm if you've got the stock version. They built over 700 of these, the Hummel, 705 in total. And 157 of them were munitions chargers. Those are the ammo carriers. They carried nothing but shells, no howitzer at all in those ones. But it did have the mounts for the howitzer, so you could actually take a munitions charger and turn it into a Hummel just by taking out the howitzer out of one Hummel and putting it into the other. And there's the last enemy. It's an IKV-65-2, just taking some damage. Oh, big hit! 238, non-penetrating shot, but it was a good hit. And there's the kill shot, and he did damage the track, so he got some damage assist. Here's the end of battle results, and that was an ace tanker game for Wazwulf in the Hummel. Very nicely done. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 12. He also got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And his win rate on that one was 3,106, which is Super Unicum standard. So very well done indeed. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the T29, who picked up 2,213 hit points. Second highest damage went to the KB3 on the enemy team, another tier 7. He got 2,159. And the third highest damage went to the Wizzy 131. Yeah, the guy who went in and killed that enemy Arty. He got 1,976. And because there was one other player ahead of him, Wazwulf actually came in 5th place on damage with 1,629. But of course, he's the only player in the entire game who got a medal. Yes, he got the Confederate. Nobody else got a medal at all. So the T29 didn't get 20% of the enemy hit pool. When it came to kills, he actually shares joint 3rd place because the Wizzy 131 got 4 kills. 3 kills went to the T29 and 2 kills went to Wazwulf, the P43 Tour on his own team, and 2 members of the enemy team, their KB3 and their IS. When it came to base XP, he's in 3rd place as well because the Wizzy 131 got 1,111, 1,058 went to the T29. Those are the only 2 managed to get over 1,000, but Wazwulf wasn't far behind with 926. He fired 11 rounds, not a lot in this game. Actually, surprisingly little, but that shows that the game was fairly fast. It only lasted 6.5 minutes. 4 direct hits on the enemy and 1 penetration. That was the Scorpion. Yes, it went straight through that guy's armor, wiped him out completely. You got 9 splashes as well, 1,629 hit points of damage, and all of that was at 300 meters. He also managed to get 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed. Obviously, that was the Scorpion, and the other one was the M44, which he splashed to death. 192 hit points of damage assistance and 337 stun assist off 8 stuns. He earned 40,833 credits from the game, 20,417 from personal reserves, 61,250 altogether. And because the ammo was cheap, he actually ended up with a profit of 55,695 credits. 1,389 base XP on a premium account. 8,334 for completing a mission events, 1,389 from personal reserves, took away 11,112 experience points altogether. I should say it's not base XP because that's the base XP. This is the XP on a premium account for the battle. So very well done there by Wazwulf. Nice ace tanker. Just goes to show again that after seeing all those replays that Talon 1958 sent us in the Hummel, that if you actually practice the Hummel and you get it right, you get really accurate shots on the enemy, you can end up with decent scores and nice ace tankers, even if the battle is relatively short. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give the video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.